Yeah, this someone came in and decided to attack me from behind. This someone is going to get their ass kicked faster than they can say, hey, that's my Zimmer frame. Please take it back out my ass. This someone's name is Dino Scalo.
Listen, you accept this new school challenge? Schools for learning. Look and learn. Look and learn.
Is this what you consider the new school? Is this the future of wrestling here? You and you and you are what's wrong with wrestling. You know what? I'm the one that begged to come here. The FWA, they didn't want to bring me in. I begged to come here because I wanted to slap your face and I wanted to kick the crap out of you two. See, I'm a wrestler. I've been beaten up by the best and I've beaten up the best. I always got up. Do you have the guts to do that? Do you have the heart to do that? I don't think so. Because nobody in the new school has any heart. Get ready. Because I don't think there's going to be a murder in England. I think it's me running right over on you. And if you bring your little girlfriend, I'll shove her right up your ass.
Welcome to Frontier Wrestling. What we just saw was what went down last week. It was a heavy week. It resulted in a challenge being made to Scott Parker by the king of the old school, Steve Carino. More on that later. I'm Mark Priest. I'll be your host for 30 minutes of wrestling action as we see Mark Sloan coming to the ring for a teacher versus pupil match. The guy already in the ring is Ghosh. He's one of Mark's prized pupils. That one there, James Hyde, is perhaps the teacher's pet, his star pupil. But Ghosh is perhaps the next to graduate from Mark Sloan's FWA Academy. If he beats Mark Sloan tonight, he could win an FWA contract. And that means a lot to the young lads who put themselves through hell trying to learn to become wrestlers only to get punished by Mark Sloan. Last time we saw Mark Sloan, he hooked up with James Hyde to get an illegal win over Jack Xavier. James Hyde wasn't supposed to be in that match, but he threw powder into Xavier's eyes, causing Xavier to fall backwards, get pinned by Mark Sloan and get defeated. That issue isn't sorted. Next week on this very show, we will have Jack Xavier versus James Hyde with a bit of honour at stake. Tonight, though, there's no honour, just that FWA contract I was speaking about as Ghosh takes on Mark Sloan. The crowd getting right on Mark Sloan's back, calling him a monkey. It's certain that a few of his moves in the ring do resemble simian-like attributes. They hook up. Raj sending Mark Sloan into the corner. Sloan poking Raj in the eye, claiming that it was a slap to the face. It was a poke to the eye. Get on the game, referee. Couple of forehands to the head. A kick to the stomach. Sloan taking it to Ghosh early on in this match and pulling him out by the hair. That's an illegal hold. You're not supposed to pull hair in wrestling match. What do you think this is? A cat fight? Once again to the hair and a little bit of taunting from Mark Sloan. Not only is he taking Ghosh to school, as he does every day of his academy life, he's really putting the boot in as well. But no, Ghosh back with a hip toss, sending Mark Sloan down. Sloan looking for some rest by claiming that Raj pulled his hair. I saw no hair pull, only a legitimate hip toss. Perhaps one that you taught him, Mark Sloan. Perhaps you taught him too well. The teacher backing on the student with a number of kicks, and then a turning kick to the face, sending the young pupil down. Mark Sloan now back on top immediately, showing that he is the master. But can the pupil find those little tricks that he may have been taught by Mark Sloan, bring them to his own advantage and pull off a winner? Almost a roll through into a count, but Mark got out of it. Mark looking for the same move. All he gets is some kick soup, a portion of kick soup delivered piping hot to his mug. Sloan looking like he's really had enough already. Raj, on the other hand, looking like he's enjoying himself. This is his big chance. He's taking on his teacher. He knows what's at stake, and he knows that he can certainly come up with the goods here. Collar and elbow tie up into a waist lock by Mark Sloan. Raj trying to hold on to the ropes, but Mark Sloan keeping that waist lock on. Raj sending him out of the ring with just the merest movement of his body, showing that he's fully in control of every muscle, every sinew. He taught me everything he knows, said Raja Ghosh. I think that even means those dirty little tricks that Mark Sloan uses to get on. Back to the waistlock into a schoolboy roller. Only a 2 count. He grabbed the tights. Mark Sloan looking for every little bit of advantage. The referee didn't see it. Frankly, this referee's clueless. A slap to the face, showing contempt for Raja Ghosh. The forearms and the uppercuts. Now the Irish whip attempt into the turnbuckle. Goes in, gets shoved over. Mark Sloan showboating. That's what you get. A drop kick to the face. If he had a portion of kick soup before, that's the main course. Sloan worried about an attack from behind. Calls James Tighe to be the eyes in the back of his head. You know, Tighe is a fine athlete, a great wrestler in his own right, but until he comes out of the shadow of Mark Sloan, he'll never really achieve anything, because Mark Sloan's like a vampire. He's like a vampire, sucking everything good out of it. He's not only sucking everything good out of James Tighe, he's just sucking plain and simple, because Raja Ghosh is coming back with a drop kick at the top of the ropes, sending Mark Sloan to the outside. Modified baseball slide, and now Raj over the top, taking down both men, taking down Sloan and Tighe, who, let me remind you, shouldn't even be there. Raja Ghosh is the man for now. Raja Ghosh is on top. Let's hope he can keep this up. Let's hope he can get the 1, 2, 3, get his FWA contract, and send Mark Sloan packing. A defeat at this point would be no good for Mark Sloan, because he's looking to get into the All England Division contendership. Paul Travell, his hated nemesis, his long-time foe, holds the belt at the moment, and there's no one who'd like to take it off him more than that man there, Mark Sloan. But if he loses here tonight to Raja Ghosh, a mere rookie, he can forget any contendership. Awesome rising clothesline by Mark Sloan, taking Raja Ghosh down. He's going for a drink. You can't take a breather in the middle of a wrestling match. Referee, get a grip. That is gonna do Raja Ghosh no good at all. And the fans in the front row, as fan cam picked up, soaked by that bottle of water that Mark Sloan drove into the skull of Raja Ghosh. Another kick to the face. Ghosh showing that he's master of kicks. James Tighe trying to hold on. It gave Mark Sloan enough time to deliver that kick to the nether regions. And here it is, Mark Sloan's patented finisher. Surely that's it. Roll him over. 1, 2, 3. The count is there. Mark Sloan has won. Raja Ghosh has lost. It was a valiant effort, but there'll be no contract for Raja Ghosh tonight. Here we see on the Retrovision feature, Mark Sloan pulling it off, his finishing manoeuvre, getting the 1, 2, 3 with the cocky pin, with the press up on the face of Raja Ghosh. Mark Sloan really is a nasty piece of work. I can't say I like him one iota. That man there, however, Ghosh, put up a hell of a fight. I think we'll be seeing more of him in the future. I hope he'll be back. I hope this won't deter him too much. He showed he had more than enough skills to take on that nasty piece of work. It was only the interference of James Hyde there. While James Hyde carries Ghosh out and Mark Sloan celebrate, let's take a look at what's been happening between Guy Thunder and Alex Shane over the past few months in the FWA. 3 months ago, Guy faced Alex in a hard-hitting match that we thought would end their feud. But it wasn't to be. It took 5 bodyguards and a table before Alex was able to deliver the one-night stand and put Guy down for the 1-2-3. Guy demanded an immediate rematch from FWA Commissioner Victoria de Montfort, but instead, Alex wheedles his way into having Guy face his head of security, Mr. Blonde. Mr. Blonde even enlisted the same security team that had been so vital a month before in trying to gain victory over Guy Thunder. But it was a modified armlock from Guy Thunder that was to prove concisive and give him a submission victory over Alex's head of security. Following their face down a few weeks ago, we get to this situation tonight.
Well, Alex, I have a suggestion to make. Last man standing. No women, no security guards.
You, my friend, are going down just like my ladies when we get backstage. You're a show stealer! And there are 2 things you can do about it. That's nothing and like it!
All I need is this ring, my fist, and your face to be the last man standing!
The rules are simple. If a man is down on the mat and cannot answer the referee's 10 counts, then he loses. Introducing first.
There's the signature music, the crowd reacting to Alex Shane. This is going to be a hell of a match here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a last man standing match. The man who can't answer a 10 count at the end of the match loses. It's that simple. This could be a ding-dong battle. This could be a brouhaha. This could be a hullabaloo of a match. This could be incredible. Why am I talking like this? Because I'm very excited about this match. It has got all the ingredients needed for a totally awesome main event here in the FWA. You've got 2 men who hate each other. They really can't stand the sight of each other. They've been feuding on and off for the past 3 months. It's come to a head now. Alex Shane versus Guy Thunder. We'll see you after the break. Welcome back to Frontier Wrestling. I hope I whetted your appetite before the break, because this is going to be a hell of a main event here tonight on FWA TV. We have the first ever last man standing match in FWA history, and you couldn't pick 2 better men for it. On the one hand, we have Guy Thunder, the man who does all his talking with his fists. He says he's going to take those fists tonight, match them with Alex Shane's face, and become the last man standing. On the other hand, we have Alex Shane, the heir apparent to the FWA title, currently held by Doug Williams. If anyone is big enough, strong enough, and cocky enough to become the champion, Alex Shane going for the one-night stand, going for his finisher early on. He wants to get this match over and done with as quick as he can. Alex dodges a spear from Guy Thunder. Guy also going for a big move early on. Let me remind you, this match has no time limit. It could go on all night. They each want to get it done early. And that spear there is a simple way of getting that job done. Guy Thunder taking Alex Shane down to the mat, driving the wind out of him, causing massive hemorrhaging inside that body, surely, with a spear. Reversed Irish whip into a corner. Alex runs in, a boot in the face. Guy going up top. Attempted double axe handle. Alex goes for the choke bomb. Guy Thunder going for a DDT. Alex blocking it. Now driving him into the corner. Sitting him up on top. What's he got planned? Alex went for the shame station. They really are trotting out all of their big moves here at the start of the match. They want to get this finish, but they're each too clever for the other. Guy Thunder busting out a move over the top, diving into Alex Shane, driving that foot into the head of the show stealer. Both men down though, as Fan Cam picks up the crowd, enjoying this action. Alex Shane, first man to his feet, but Guy Thunder also up. Attempting to whip Alex into the barriers. Instead it was Guy Thunder who went towards the barrier, but he's not enough impact to put him down. He got a boot up and a forearm to the back. This match is moving at a breakneck speed. Both men want to become the last man standing in this match. There's so much at stake. This feud has raged for over 3 months, for over 15 weeks here in the FWA. Neither man able to... Oh my word! I was about to say that neither man had managed to get an upper hand when Guy Thunder busts out a tornado DDT, sending Alex Shane to the ground. Referee Andrew Coyne there, administering a count to both men. Guy Thunder is up and back into the ring. Where is Alex Shane? We can't quite see him.
Come on, show!
He's grabbed something from under the ring as Guy Thunder goes to the top. It was a steel chair! A steel chair driven into the head of Guy Thunder, sending him crashing down to the floor. Alex Shane stands over him triumphant. And I think we've seen this before. This is going to be, yes, a power bomb. But Guy Thunder's fighting it all the way. And it's Alex Shane backdropped onto the steel chair. His lower back, those lower 4 or 5 vertebrae crashing down onto pure steel. Guy Thunder now looking for his own toy under the ring. They've both got chairs. It's dueling chairs. Steel meeting steel in midair. Guy Thunder misses and they've hit each other on the back of the head, each with their own chair. Both men down, but Alex Shane up. I can't believe that he really knows what he's doing though. He looks like he's in a daze, but instinct has led him to drag Guy Thunder to his feet and dragging him over to the staging area. Going for a suplex on the open floor. There's no padding there, but Guy Thunder fighting it, and instead it's Alex Shane who's sent driven down to the floor with a suplex. The referee making a 2 count. There's no count outs in this match. These counts are for the last man standing stipulation, ladies and gentlemen. There is even no disqualification in this match. The only way you can lose is failing to make the referee's 10 counts. Guy Thunder on top of the match, making Alex Shane at the ring. He ran at him, surely another spear, but Shane blocked it. Double clothesline, sending both men down. This is a dangerous situation. The last thing we want here, probably for this feud and for this television program, is a double count out, I was supposed to say. But there is Drew McDonald. There is Dino Scarlo. What do they want with these men here? Alex Shane was very vocal a couple of weeks ago about the old school, and now he's paying for it. Drew McDonald sending Alex Shane down to the mat with a massive chair shot. Look at him, look at the joy on the face of that monster. We saw him last week mugging Ian De Silva and Brandon Thomas, really taking them to hell in his words. He's here, he wants to destroy the new school. The old school have their stated intent to take over, and Dino Scarlo getting in on the action. Alex Shane still finding it in himself, despite the attentions of Drew McDonald and Dino Scarlo, to carry on with his match against Guy Thunder. But it looks as though it's 3-on-1 here. Has Guy Thunder made a pact with the devil? Has he signed away his soul to the old school? It's certainly looks like it at the moment, because the old school are focusing their attentions not on Guy Thunder, but only on Alex Shane. What have they got to gain from Alex Shane losing? Thunder strike! Thunder strike to the outside! Sweet baby Jesus! Alex Shane is down on the outside. The most devastating move in the FWA. Alex Shane is carved open, as we see on the retrovision. That thunder strike taking Alex Shane to the outside. I think it was the first of the chair shots from Drew McDonald, which has split Alex Shane's skull open. And now Guy Thunder taking his fists. Let me remind you, he's very handy with those fists, taking them to the open wound, which has emerged on Alex Shane's skull. Blood is pouring from the skull, and Guy Thunder driving those fists into the head, opening that wound further. The blood is pouring. This match cannot be stopped for blood, ladies and gentlemen. It can only be stopped for the last man standing 10 count. Dino Scala and Drew McDonald on the outside, urging Guy Thunder to take their gift, to take their present of a chair. Like Santa Claus, they're offering Guy Thunder a present. So far, he's turned it down. It looks as though Guy is still very much his own man and wants to do things his own way. And that own way means taking those fists, those leather gloved fists, all the more dangerous, all the more devastating to Alex's head. Alex is down, the referee is counting. I don't want to see it end this way, as much as I don't like that cocky ass Alex Shane. I don't want to see him go down like this. And another spear on Alex Shane. That's 3 so far, one of them being the thunder strike. There must be internal damaging on Alex Shane's inside. He must be in a really bad way. I don't see how he can carry on. The referee counting. He's up to 6, 7, 8, 9. One more and it's over. But no! Alex is up. Alex Shane is up, but for how long? Once again, Drew offering Guy the chair, and this time Guy has taken it. Guy has taken Drew's gift of a chair, and this spells off. Oh, I've got to look away. This is sickening. That blood is covered in the claret of Alex Shane. There are no makeup artists here. That is real blood oozing from the skull of Shane. It's an open, gaping wound. Shane trying to get his hand up to protect himself somewhat, but it does no good. The chair still thundering in. This is a massacre. I've seen less bloody, less unruly fights in an East End pub. Alex Shane is down. Guy Thunder looks like his job is done, but Shane won't stay down. I don't like Alex Shane. I'll be the first to admit that. But the spirit he's shown here tonight has really turned me around. Guy Thunder now introducing some hardware, some wood, some Norwegian pine perhaps. That table reminiscent of their last match. Steeped up in the corner. It was Guy Thunder who went through the table before, thanks to the machinations of Alex Shane and his security team. That security team are standing idle on the side. Why is that? Why have they not stepped in? This is no disqualification. Why haven't they helped him? Guy too clever for Alex Shane, and he speared the ref. Referee Andrew Coyne speared out of the ring. If 3 spears put Alex Shane down, 1 spear must surely have put Andrew Coyne right out of the game. But Shane's up on his feet again. A kick to the midriff of Guy Thunder, whipping Guy into the ropes. Going for the one-night stand. There it is! The one-night stand! The crowd counting. They're up to 4. Guy Thunder didn't answer the 10 count. Alex Shane has won the match. Surely Alex Shane has won, but the referee has been down all this time. If the referee doesn't make the count, it doesn't count. It's as simple as that. A spear through the table. Alex Shane's come back looks to have been for nothing because Guy Thunder got back to his feet and drove Alex Shane through that wooden table. Shane is down, and now the referee counts. The referee holding his side from Guy Thunder's spear. The referee in pain, but Alex Shane's getting to his feet. Drew McDonald's tripped him. Drew McDonald has tripped him. Alex Shane would have been up on 7. This match should not be over. This is a travesty of justice. Justice has not been done tonight. Retrovision, the picture-in-picture feature, shows Alex Shane hitting the table and then shows Drew McDonald tripping him over. Alex Shane has been cheated. Guy Thunder is not a worthy winner. Look, Guy Thunder showboating now, draping Alex Shane in the table, reminiscent of their match 3 months ago. I'm so disgusted. I'm gonna go. Have a good week. Till next week. I won't. I'll see you then.
Well, season started. Brother Hamilton called it off. You lined up Steve Carino for me next week. The king of old school. What's that going to make me when I beat him right in the middle of that ring? King of new school? Perhaps. I know for one thing for sure. You, Carino, and all my old school cronies are going to know for damn sure I'm worth my weight in solid gold.
We're gonna bust you open, leave you lying in the dust. You think you're really tough? Well, this is gonna really hurt. Maybe you should stay with your mama, 'cause she